Okay, welcome. This is chemistry. It's actually science. Now we're looking at the chemistry section. This was 2019 paper internal. So let's answer these questions. This is section B for 5 marks. Instructions are saying that you answer all questions in this section. So write your answers in the spaces provided on the question paper. So our answers will be written in these spaces that you've been given. Now let's go ahead and do that. Matter is made up of 3 basic units. A, state the 3 basic units. Okay, so the 3 basic units of matter, we have what we call atoms, we have what we call molecules, we have what we call ions. So these are the 3 basic units of matter. So B is saying give the basic units or units of matter contained in common sort. So in a common sort, we find ions as the basic units found in a common sort. So here the answer is ions. Then C, noble gases like argon are made up of one of the basic unit particles. State the basic unit particles in noble gases. Now remember that noble gases are inert. Okay, so they are inert, so they are monatomic. That is to say, they are just made up of single atoms. So meaning that the basic unit or basic unit particles being talked about, or that they want us to write here, are simply atoms. Simply atoms. So the answer to this question, C, is simply atoms. Okay, so let's look at the other question, which is question B, 2. Okay, the question is saying the table below shows the description of substances A, B, and C. Okay, give the physical state of each of them. Okay, so we've got substance A, substance B, and substance C. So we are given descriptions. There's a description for substance A, description for substance B. We've also been given the description for substance C. Okay, so let's look at the state now, state of matter. So let's look at it. We are saying substance A, particles occupy any space available. So this property that describes this description actually is in line with the water, okay, which is liquid as a state of matter. So this is a liquid as the state of matter. Okay, so apart from that, we also have this one here, particles closely packed. So if the particles are closely packed, this is actually solid. So solid state, this is solid. Okay, and then we also have particles move randomly within the space of the substance. So the movement, the random movement, is actually we are referring to gas as the state of matter. So having done that, you must have gotten the 3 marks indicated at the bottom of this question. So the other question is Roman number 2. How can substance C attain the structure of substance A? Remember, substance C is simply gas, and substance A, looking at the diagram that we have here, this is a liquid. Now, how can you move? How can you move from gas to liquid? This is through cooling. Okay, through cooling. It's through cooling. Why cooling? Because lowering the temperature of a gas reduces the kinetic energy of molecules, and allowing them to come closer together and eventually form a liquid. That's what happens. Okay, so the answer to this is simply through cooling. Okay, so the last question to question B2 is this one here, which is saying substance B is said to be a pure substance. Give a characteristic which proves that B is a pure substance when melting. Okay, so remember substance B here is simply solid if you look at the table that we filled in. Okay, so if solid, now let's replace B with solid there so that you understand the question. So substance B, which is solid, is said to be a pure substance. Give a characteristic which proves that B is a pure substance when melting. So the characteristic that proves this is constant melting point. So a pure solid substance has a fixed and constant melting point when heated. So the solid, what happens is that what happens is that the solid will actually melt at a specific temperature, and this temperature actually will remain the same throughout the melting process. So here the characteristic that they want us to put is simply the constant melting point. So constant melting point. Okay, so you've answered this question here. So this is how you answer questions of this nature. I hope this helps, and please, you can also follow us on our YouTube channel. You simply type in Sakamuta Online Academy. You'll be able to subscribe so that every time a new video is uploaded, you'll be able to get a notification so that you'll be able to watch it and increase your knowledge base. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support.